CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Connor Hogg.
Good evening. Fresh off a stormy weekend that left many in Edmonton with an extensive cleanup, our city was hammered again with another downpour this afternoon. Many parts of Edmonton were soaked with more heavy rain, including Connors Road. Around 5 p.m., it was mostly underwater. Police closed the area to traffic. The city also had to close 126th Avenue at 66th Street because of flooding. One man who's lived in the area for 26 years says he never imagined the area being shut down due to rain.
We're in a 120-year rain high. We've never seen weather like this in our lifetime. So there's nobody alive today who's seen this much rain in Edmonton. So I guess if it could make 100 years without flooding, we're doing a pretty good job.
Some cyclists decided to brave the deep water, biking right past a submerged car. By 6 o'clock, most of the water had subsided. A downed tree shut down service on part of the Valley Line LRT route today. Crews were busy cleaning up the mess late this afternoon in the Strathern area. It stopped service between the Muttart and Holyrood stops. ETS ran replacement buses between Bonnie Doon and downtown. It says those experienced delays due to the flooding near Connors Road. And the persistent storms are even starting to impact our reporting.
Holy sh!
CTV's Noah Rashog was out speaking with people this afternoon who were cleaning up after Saturday's storm. A nearby lightning strike spooked him and a few people in the Alberta Avenue area. We'll hear more from Noah in just a few minutes. All of today's rain and flooding is piling on top of an already wet weekend. CTV's Naramanisa reports.
We're just watching the storm from the patio, and I was honestly worried about the hail damaging my own vehicle.
It wasn't hail, but falling bricks Michaela Erickson and her fiancé had to worry about. Strong winds on Saturday caused several bricks to fly off of a neighboring high-rise near Commonwealth Stadium.
I'm kind of worried to drive it as I don't know what it did to the frame. The door doesn't open all the way.
The bricks were moved off to the side. However, you can still see the remnants on the road. Erickson says this could have been much worse.
There was people walking from the concert. We're not that too far from the stadium, the Post Malone concert. There were people walking home. Someone easily could have gotten hit.
That's Grout Road.
Several Edmonton roads and underpasses flooded, including Groat Road. EPCOR says the unprecedented storms are challenging its stormwater system.
Given the frequency, speed, and intensity of the storms we've been seeing this summer, the system is designed to manage typical rainfall at a city level. Extreme and prolonged rainfall can challenge or temporarily exceed capacity in localized areas.
EPCOR received 23 calls on Saturday to report various manhole covers that came loose.
Anyone who observes a lifted, missing, or displaced maintenance hole or manhole cover, report it immediately to EPCOR. And then again, if there's an immediate threat to public safety, residents can also call 911.
On top of flooding, EPCOR is also dealing with power outages. The City of Edmonton has requested reimbursement from the province through a special program, saying June's storms caused roughly $26 million in uninsurable losses and damages. Naramanisa, CTV News, Edmonton.
A concert goer is calling her Saturday night experience at Commonwealth Stadium scary. She believes more could have been done to protect fans who were there to see singers Post Malone and Jelly Roll. CTV's Amanda Anderson reports.
A dark wall of clouds rolled into the city around 9 o'clock Saturday, a storm that packed strong winds and heavy rain as it made its way towards Commonwealth Stadium, where Post Malone was on stage.
He made his announcement as the rain was coming down, and then an announcement came over and just told everybody to safely make their way and find or seek shelter.
The city says the concourse can accommodate 31,000 people, and concert goers were told to head to covered areas of the stadium.
And that's the main area where everybody, think of thousands of people in that stadium trying to flee into one small area on both sides. It was a disaster.
She says it got worse from there.
The crowd grew, kids screaming, people crying, and fights starting and people pushing. We thought we were protected, but we weren't. Those winds were so crazy. Things were flying in.
The city says inside the stadium was the safest option for fans to shelter in place. While the rec center next door was available, the city says it wasn't a good option because people would have had to walk around the stadium to get there. They say all emergency protocols were followed and gates were open for fans who wanted to leave. After leaving the stadium and seeing debris from fallen trees, branches, and toppled flagpoles, Adel is glad they were kept inside. Still, she wonders what more could have been done at the time.
We didn't see a security person in sight, nobody around for safety. I don't know, maybe this can help them looking. I hope this never happens again, but hopefully going forward they can better plan where they can situate people in an emergency like this.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Saturday's storm hit neighborhoods with mature trees especially hard. CTV's Noah Rashog spoke to homeowners who were dealing with the aftermath.
The tree just went down.
The summer of storms continues across Edmonton. Saturday's storm brought gusts up to 84 kilometers an hour, knocking down trees and ripping away branches across the city.
Looks a little like a war zone around here.
Edmonton's urban forestry crews say that they have responded to 341 complaints related to trees since Saturday evening, and more than 2,200 complaints since the start of July.
The sidewalk along this section of 91st Street is almost impossible to navigate. This area of the city being hit particularly hard, falling trees across all of these properties, leaving homeowners to deal with the damage.
Lori Hochman lives along 91st Street in the Alberta Avenue neighborhood. She was waiting out the storm when her roommate told her that a tree had fallen onto the neighbor's property.
It's nature. Like, what are you going to do? You can't change it. Did you tell the guy up there not to blow the tree down?
One branch fell down across the street, blocking traffic.
They had to get out of their cars. It took 5 men to lift this branch off the road to get through our street.
At the end of the street, Daryl Lestuka is cleaning gutters to get ahead of Monday's rainfall. He's got an elm in his front yard, making him nervous.
Talked with the arborists when they've been out trimming trees in the neighborhood, and they say that this one is a very healthy tree, so I'm hoping that means that it's a strong one and not going to come down anytime soon.
The only thing he hopes snap is the streak of summer storms. Noah Rashog, CTV News, Edmonton.
Albertans will soon be able to book some medical imaging without getting a doctor's referral. If they choose to self-refer, they'll also have to pay for it themselves. While the province says it will add choice and capacity, critics warn it could lengthen public wait times. CTV's Kevin Green reports.
Starting Friday, Albertans can self-refer for a handful of diagnostic procedures, but they'll have to pay for it themselves.
Starting July 31st, Albertans will have the option to access diagnostic screening tests, including ultrasounds and X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans to start, directly through participating providers.
The change removes the need for a doctor or nurse practitioner to order the initial test. If a new cancer diagnosis is found, the province may reimburse the cost, but private insurance must be used first, with the province acting as the payer of last resort.
Patients will have a full year from the date of diagnosis to submit their reimbursement application.
There's also no guarantee the public rate will cover what a patient paid. The Centre for Policy Alternatives says the plan is designed to push more people towards private insurance.
People will be encouraged to take out private health insurance, to pay privately for care. The private market for healthcare can only exist if the public system deteriorates to the point where people can't access care in a timely manner.
Legal experts say the plan could find Alberta in conflict with Ottawa over the principles of the Canada Health Act.
Historically, Canadian healthcare has been premised on this idea that you access services based on your need rather than your ability to pay.
The government says doctor-ordered tests will remain publicly funded, and it believes its new plan will increase diagnostic capacity.
We believe this approach can encourage investments in new clinics, modern equipment, and add additional diagnostic capacity here in Alberta.
Officials estimate self-referrals could add about 50 to 60,000 exams a year. Radiologist Dr. Robert Davies says clinics will be ready.
In the coming weeks, we will see these clinics continue to consult and develop strategies to support this new option for patients while ensuring that patient safety and publicly funded care are not compromised.
That was CTV's Kevin Green. Now that the province has changed laws permitting privately owned online betting websites to operate legally in Alberta, there's been a wave of new advertisements for those sites. During her Saturday morning radio call-in show, Premier Danielle Smith said the websites were unregulated and still accessible before. The province is now letting them operate under provincial restrictions while generating tax revenue. Smith says they'll be required to have user-set betting limits and time limits so people can check themselves. The sites will also have to allow someone who knows they're a problem gambler to exclude themselves across all platforms.
We also have rules around advertising. No professional athletes encouraging people to place bets, no advertising to young people, and no advertising to people with gambling problems that are trying to quit. So those are all the things that we wanted to build in. We knew that they were operating in our market, but they didn't have those additional measures.
The province estimates the market will generate about $76 million in its first year, with revenue expected to rise in the future. Smith says the government will use some of that money to promote social responsibility and address problematic gambling. Police are looking for the driver of a vehicle that hit a man in South Edmonton last week. Police say on Friday morning, a man in his 50s was hit on 42nd Avenue and Calgary Trail. He was taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries. The driver who hit the man left the scene. Police are asking anyone who may have dash cam footage of the crash to contact them. The road to the Hylinka Gretzky Cup began in Edmonton today. Hockey Canada's national men's under-18 training camp is now underway. Players are competing to represent Canada in the 2026 Hylinka Gretzky Cup. 27 of Canada's top young players are skating at Rogers Place and the Nate Arena. The week-long camp includes on-ice practice and exhibition games, including a game against Sweden this Thursday. Coaches will then evaluate the roster ahead of the tournament. 25 of the 27 players will make the cut.
There's going to be some tough decisions still to be had here. I mean, there's 27 players in camp, 24 skaters, 3 goalies. So there's going to be some decisions that they're all elite players here. So there's going to be a process to be had. This is day one. We're going to get some practices. We're going to get some games. We're going to let that process take care of itself and then eventually get down to our group.
The final roster will be announced ahead of the tournament. Canada opens the Hylinka Gretzky Cup against Switzerland August 3rd at Rogers Place. Zach Hyman and a few other players with the Edmonton Oilers are in Toronto raising money for the Stollery Children's Hospital.
Nice, I like it.
There's Leon Draisaitl teeing off at the 5th annual Zach Hyman Celebrity Golf Classic. Proceeds from the tournament will benefit the Stollery and the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto. Hyman was asked about the Oilers' new head coach, Mike Babcock, who previously coached Hyman when he played for the Leafs. Hyman says he had a very good experience with Babcock.
He did a great job with a lot of the young players that were there. 2 of the young guys that were there, all of us have had pretty long careers and they're still playing, and he's set the foundation for us. So I think he's a phenomenal coach. I think extremely highly of him.
The Oilers opened their regular season on September 29th at home against the Vancouver Canucks. Coming up next, robots run amok at K-Days as teams of students from around the world battle for summer supremacy. And it wasn't just robots taking in the Midway. Both K-Days and Taste of Edmonton are reporting high attendance numbers, something to celebrate for its organizers.
I think it's demonstrating that, we're kind of on the right track with reimagining K-Days, making sure it's about Edmonton for Edmontonians, really reflecting our community.
Good evening, folks. 21 for a daytime high today because the storms rolled in early this afternoon and capped temperatures at 21. Should be hotter tomorrow, and late in the day, we run the risk of seeing some more storms, potentially severe thunderstorms. More on all that in just a few minutes.
Students from around the world are using their robotic skills in a fight for bragging rights. 48 teams competed for the first Alberta Canadian Rockies International Tournament over the weekend. The Edmonton Expo was filled with grades 6 to 12 students from different countries, including the U.S., China, Jamaica, and Romania. 9 teams were from Alberta. Organizers hope this helps students better understand the technology.
We want them to learn. We want them to learn from each other, right? That's really the advantage of an international event, is they get to talk to each other, learn, they get to strategize and learn from each other's strategies and grow as individuals.
First Alberta began in Edmonton in 2007 with the first Tech Challenge. As 2 major Edmonton festivals wrap up, organizers say their attendance is going up. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti has more on how Edmontonians are embracing local events.
Thousands of Edmontonians let their taste buds take them on a journey, getting a sample of what the city has to offer.
Our attendance got a little bit of a bump, which we're excited about, especially this day and age with the economy, the price of everything increasing.
After 11 days, Taste of Edmonton saw more than 250,000 hungry guests. The city's local restaurants also had an appetite to be there, with more than 180 applicants for around 50 spots.
It just absolutely calls out to me that these restaurants are struggling in the city and that they're looking for a new opportunity to get their word out and get their messaging out.
As the festival packs up, organizers say they're already looking ahead to 2027.
What categories are we missing? What dietary categories are we missing? Are we missing a nationality?
Edmontonians also flock to K-Days for thrilling rides and midway memories.
There's so much going on in Edmonton, and so summer's such a great time to be here and to take your vacations right in your own backyard.
The Midway saw its highest post-pandemic attendance, more than 783,000 people. That's 43,000 more people than last year.
I think it's demonstrating that, we're kind of on the right track with reimagining K-Days, making sure it's about Edmonton for Edmontonians, really reflecting our community.
Stormy weather forced K-Days to cancel 2 headliners, making organizers grateful for one extra change this year.
Interestingly enough, we did purchase rain insurance this year. It's the first time we've done that, and happy to report that we'll be able to claim on some of that.
Organizers say comprehensive insurance is already in the works for next year, with this summer's weather showing it's important to be prepared for anything. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
3 Alberta winter sports facilities will receive federal and provincial funding. The feds are spending $33 million, while the province is spending $26 million. The money is for improving the halfpipe at Windsport in Calgary and the National Ski Cross Training Centre in Kananaskis. The largest share of the money will go towards upgrades on the Olympic Oval at the U of C campus. The facility was built in 1987. It was the speed skating venue for the 1988 Winter Games in Calgary. Country music will take over Camrose this weekend. This year's Big Valley Jamboree features artists like Keith Urban, Riley Green, and Old Dominion. The festival also has food vendors, camping, and a variety of activities on the grounds. Organizers say it takes months of planning to make the weekend memorable.
Honestly, I think we've got 5 stages. There's 4 days of truly nonstop entertainment. It goes beyond the music as well, with a hypnotist and bull riding, dueling pianos. So there's a lot. I always tell people you can't come into it expecting your traditional arena or stadium concert experience.
For most fans, music is the main attraction. Performers say festivals like BVJ are about connecting with fans.
I think the stage is kind of where you get to see my true self. I feel like I'm a really reserved person when I'm just on my own, but when I'm on stage, it's time to let loose and just have fun. And that was my first love, so I think it's just it's like homecoming every time I hit the stage.
The festival begins Thursday and runs through Sunday at the Camrose Exhibition Grounds. Tickets for the weekend are still available. Coming up after the break, a woman with a rare medical condition hopes to inspire others who are facing a difficult diagnosis.
There's only so much that you can do before you stand up and say, hey, I need to live my life to the fullest and keep pushing forward.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Welcome back. Not a lot of mercury movement today. 18 to 21 for the low and the high. A couple of degrees below average today. Should be a few degrees above average tomorrow. The reason we topped out at 21 today is the storms came in just after lunchtime. Look at how they hit the east and southern parts of the Edmonton region hardest. You had a couple spots around 30 or over 30 in downtown. West End it poured for a little while, but nowhere near as much as other parts of the city. And parts of south and southeast Edmonton also not only the heavy rain, but some hail. Now, officially, this is going to go down as a 21 millimeter day. That's what we got at Blatchford. So that pushes us now to 263 millimeters, way above average, obviously. It is now the second wettest July on record. The record is 1901, 283 millimeters of rain. This is not only the wettest July, this is the wettest month, period. Second on that list for wettest months is last month, June of this year. And third on the list is already this month. And with more storms in the forecast for tomorrow, we got a pretty good chance of getting to the top spot. Period. It's already, we're not even into August, but if you look at June, July, August, combined total rainfall, this is already, by a long shot, the wettest summer on record in Edmonton. All right, let's take you through tomorrow morning. Chance of showers in the northeast. I think we'll get some sunshine here in the Edmonton area. Storms start to bubble up off to the west and northwest mid-afternoon, around supper time tomorrow. Anywhere between, let's say, 4 and 9 p.m. would be the most likely window for some stormy weather around Edmonton, and especially from Edmonton and off to the north. Pretty good chance of some severe thunderstorms. So we'll keep an eye on that. Again, we're probably going to have some advisories in place by Tuesday evening. That moves off into northeastern Alberta, and then I think we actually get a bit of a break there on Wednesday. 14 in the city, 10 to 12 for most of the rest of central and northern Alberta tomorrow morning. Mid to high 20s across the northeast, stormier. Highs near 20 across the northwest. Red Deer gets to 28. I think those storms stay north of you in the Red Deer area tomorrow, but pretty good chance that they hit us here in the Edmonton region late afternoon or early evening. 23 Wednesday, 25, another chance of a late day thunderstorm on Thursday, and then highs in the upper 20s or close to 30 Friday and Saturday. That is your forecast.
Second Chance Animal Rescue Society is putting out the call for animal foster homes. SCARS relies on foster homes to help get dogs and cats ready for permanent adoptions. If the animals aren't in foster, they're living in one of the facilities. SCARS says once an animal goes into a foster home, a spot opens up to help another one. The organization tries to pair the proper foster family with the appropriate dog or cat. An Alberta woman living with a rare medical syndrome is doing what she can to help others in a similar situation. After being diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, she's started an online video series to build connections and show her life is still incurably awesome. CTV's Kevin Fleming reports.
It's a daily routine for Bethany D'Amico. She gets all her medication and meals through a feeding tube.
I have esophageal spasms. I have gastroparesis, colonic inertia, and small intestinal dysmotility. So that all resulted in a feeding tube.
D'Amico lives with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome that impacts her joints, ligaments, tendons, and pretty much everything else in her body.
The collagen is kind of like the glue that holds your body together. My glue is falling apart, so my body is kind of falling apart along with it.
It's a daily challenge to stay positive when in constant pain, but D'Amico turned to sharing her story through videos on her YouTube channel called Incurably Awesome.
My body is actually crashing right now. The pain is like an 8 out of 10, I would say, but I'm used to this amount of pain. And what am I gonna do? Lay in bed all day and feel sorry for myself? There's only so much that you can do before you stand up and say, hey, I need to live my life to the fullest and keep pushing forward. And that's how Incurably Awesome was started.
Morgan McNeil was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos last year, and the two met through social media support groups and have become friends.
Personally, I don't think I would have connected a lot of the dots without the resources of people like Bethany on YouTube and on Facebook discussing their health problems, because it is very complicated and stuff can get brushed off that could be really important details. And when someone like Bethany is out there saying, hey, this is all connected, it really helps and it really makes you feel like you're not crazy.
D'Amico says her goal is to help as many people as she can through her videos.
I hope they feel seen when I'm vlogging, and you're not alone. Just always remember that you're incurably awesome.
Kevin Fleming, CTV News, Calgary.
That's our show for this evening. For the latest news anytime, visit our website, ctvnewsedmonton.ca. Thank you for spending your time here. Have a good night.